Geoff Johns has been trying to make the JSA happen for a really long time, and he hasn't really been able to win anybody over except for Mr. Dwayne Johnson, who, like Patty Jenkins, was captivated by Geoff Johns' siren song and lured, I believe, just like Patty Jenkins, to shores of doom. I mean, we'll see. Dwayne Johnson sure is trying his hardest. That's a pretty snazzy poster they recently put out. But the lack of comics accuracy, I mean, I just said the JSA doesn't have a lot of fans. I'm sure some of you right now are very upset in the comments. Or it doesn't have a large number of fans. But what's there is potent. But then you don't make them happy because it's not comics accurate. The most comics accurate thing here is Dr. Fate, played by Pierce Brosnan, which I think is why that's generating, I think, the most heat off of this movie. But I hear don't get too attached. I mean, let's just see. Let's see. I hope he has a lot of cool scenes. I mean, what we've seen so far, I think Dr. Fate has really shined. Now, this movie has one thing definitely going for it, perhaps a second thing. The first thing is that it comes out at the end of October, and there'll be a huge lull before we've had any other sort of blockbuster. So audiences might be starved for action cinema. So Black Adam will scratch that itch, even if it's not the best movie ever made. And then maybe Dwayne Johnson and Danny Garcia can get Henry Cavill in there. I heard he hasn't gotten him in there yet, but he has still has a little over a little over a month. I heard that he had till a week before the movie comes out to get Henry Cavill's face in there, because right now Superman's body is going to show up. So if anyone can do it, it's Dwayne Johnson, and if he does it, I will bend the knee, because that will be incredibly impressive. But we'll see, because Marvel's now calling up Henry Cavill, and that's a drama-free zone. Although, will Henry Cavill bring the drama with him? Who knows? All right, let's take a look at this thing. Here we go. Oh, that's pretty.
My son sacrificed his life to save me. These powers.
He looks awfully convincing flying.
But a curse.
I do like that.
Born out of rage. So I'm out to them.
Oh, that's cool. This is a good trailer.
This loose cannon needs to be locked down.
Oh, it's getting very...
before innocent people start getting hurt.
A little generic.
He's been asleep for 5,000 years.
You find us a cell that can hold him, we'll take care of the rest.
Who's on the team?
I didn't bring a passport.
We don't need passports.
Looks exactly like the X-Men mansion. What? I'm insulted as an X-Men fan.
Black Adam.
We're here to negotiate your peaceful surrender.
Heard about at least 3 killings this afternoon.
I'm not peaceful.
I'm not surrendering.
Nor do I surrender.
Hey, I'll be your screenwriter, Dwayne. I know what you
Here
need.
we go.
The VFX look good.
I kneel before no one.
You not smell what I'm cooking?
You didn't come
That's
here
cool.
to seek justice. You came to exact revenge.
Oh, she got you.
Too much enemy fire to catch a break.
I never said I was a hero.
Giving you respect, I expect the same thing.
You believe you are not worthy. But fate does not make mistakes.
I'm fighting for you. This is war going on outside, we ain't safe.
You have two paths. You can be the destroyer of this world.
And there comes Adam
Or you
Smash.
can be its savior.
He looks great. I mean, he still looks like The Rock, but he looks really good. He's like, make sure the VFX on me look very good. And they're like, okay. I haven't read any of those comics. I think I bought a few of them, but I just haven't read any. It's funny. 2 things. First of all, it's really cool to finally see, all these other actors really bulk up for their roles in superhero movies, but Dwayne Johnson actually has the physique of what a superhero would have in real life. So it's really cool to see that realized. If he'd only given himself pointy ears and the hair, this movie could have really, I think, really leveled up in a big way. But then also, I'm a little frustrated that they're not even trying anymore to convince us these are real costumes and real helmets. They're like, it's VFX, whatever, man. You don't want him carrying this helmet around everywhere, do you? It's just going to materialize on his head. And you're like, I think you guys can't all use it. And then I don't appreciate like the X-Men ripoff. That really kind of like annoys me a lot as an X-Men fan. But I think Dr. Fate and Black Adam look the best out of this. And I think at the very least we should get some cool fights and VFX out of the movie. And then of course they have like this villain show up. You're like, is it Mephisto? Wrong group. But you know, he looks like basically like Mephisto. So I mean, I think it's so obvious. Like Black Adam in the comics was a villain for some time before becoming an anti-hero. And for him to go right to anti-hero, they're like, of course there's a third act villain. And then also, I gotta say, when Amanda Waller is like, I'll send you guys in to get him, you're like, then why wouldn't you send the Suicide Squad in to get him? What are you outsourcing to the JSA for? And I gotta tell you, I'd much rather see the Suicide Squad going to get Black Adam, which for a while was what that movie was going to be about before they switched directors. I forgot that Gavin O'Connor, he wanted them to be going, there was going to be like, instead of Starro, it was going to be like Supergirl or maybe Black Adam. It was going to be a character like that who was the big thing that was being held by that government, which I got to tell you, I think would have been a much better movie. So I don't know, now we have like two separate films, and if Warner Brothers had only smushed these two together, I think we would have been eating good. But what do you think? How do you think it looks? Share your thoughts down below. Subscribe today. Thank you for watching with me. And of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.